Incredible views here along the river. Hello everybody, welcome to the woods. You ready for adventure? I am, so let's take a hike here along the river. And already seeing some really beautiful cypress trees. Here's one behind us. It's quite large here at the base of it, and it's hollowed out on the inside. I was taking a look in there earlier. Really neat. But there is a overgrown path here that leads along the river. Let's follow this, see what we can discover out here along the way. Exploring along the floodplain here, you see a lot of water lines on these cypress trees, indicating just how high the water levels reach in this area at different points of the year. It's dry currently, so we can roam through the woods here and see a lot of this beautiful nature. Normally, we would be underwater right now, walking through here, so great to be out, enjoying the sights, the sounds. Now, there would have been a lot of valuable resources here for the Native American Indians to utilize. That's why they built these mounds here along the river floodplain, a place of higher ground as well. River nearby, plenty of food resources. You can see a formation just up ahead. Let's take a look at this. Well, here we are on the journey into the woods. It's really interesting. This section of the river is starting to slope upwards here into a mound-like formation, and there is a lot of Native American Indian history in this area, and this is part of a vast mound complex that was here at one time in the distant past. Really neat. Now we're going to continue walking up onto this formation here and then explore down by the river along the edge of it. Let's go. All right. At the top of this mound, or near the peak of it, you see where it's built up here, and there's a large tree there growing out from the top. This mound may have been used for various purposes over the generations. You definitely can see right here the formation of this mound. Was near the top of that mound, and I walked down here to the edge of it, going into the woods. I wanted to see where it leads, and it's really interesting. It opens up into this area along the floodplain here. So beautiful. There's an opening here, lots of beautiful cypress trees. Now the area is currently dried out, but you can see where the water builds up into this section of the woods by the river. And right behind us is the mound built up. And it's built up quite high there. It slopes upwards into the woods. Would have been much larger at one time, I imagine. It's hard to say exactly what this mound may have been used for. Obviously, it would have been used for lots of various purposes. It would have been living quarters throughout the area. And I imagine this was part of a vast complex. This is just one of the mounds in the area. And it could have been utilized for ceremonial purposes, burial. And I do come across a lot of shell middens along the rivers, but this doesn't appear to be a shell mound, more of a earthen mound. Here we are, still walking upwards onto the mound. There's almost like a ramp or trail that goes up into the mound here towards the top. Out here exploring in the woods, came across this geocache in a really interesting area here at the river. And I've been here before. I opened up the geocache and I can see the sign-in log where others have been here as well. And I was here back in 2020, so we're gonna sign in today and indicate that we checked in at this geocache. And you can put in the container anything you'd like for the next traveler to find. And they can take the items out as well and put them in other geocaches and trade them. So it's really neat to track these geocaches, and they lead you to some very interesting sites you may not have discovered otherwise. So let's put this in here. Card and a sticker. Adventure awaits.